so I was trying to do this video before I left, but it's still like pressing on me. So I'm at work on my break, getting it done. All right. First thing I need to say is I am not an expert. I'm just telling you what's worked for me and what I know has worked for others. 3 things I want you to consider. The first thing is understand where you are. The second thing is figure out where you want to be. And the third thing is find a vehicle that's going to get you from where you are to where you want to be. All right? Easy peasy. So the first thing is figuring out where you are, right? Are you overweight? Are you underweight? What are you doing? Okay? So you can use the TDEE calculator. It's really cool. It's one of the best. You put in whether you're male or female, height, weight, all that stuff, push calculate. And then it's going to give lots of good information, but it's going to tell you whether you're currently underweight, normal, or overweight. So that information is going to help you figure out where you currently are. Okay? The second thing I think you should consider is where you want to be. So your results from the TDEE calculator is going to help with that as well. Okay, so not only are you going to know where you currently stand, but it's going to tell you, based on the information that you provided, how many calories you should be eating a day. Because that's the first thing, y'all. You can lose weight without any sort of excess movement. All right, the very basic way to lose weight is to eat less. So if you know, just on a basic level, how many calories you're supposed to be eating a day, that alone, if you stick to it, will help you to lose weight, okay? So it's gonna tell you that, but it's also gonna give you 2 other options. So the very first numbers that it gives you are for you to maintain the current weight that you have, okay? Another option that they're gonna give you that you can choose is cutting. So when they say cutting, they mean lose weight. So they'll subtract so many calories from that daily amount that you would eat a day, so that if you're eating that new daily amount is less, so that's another way for you to cut or to lose weight, because you're going to be automatically eating less. And then the other way that it will calculate for you is if you want to bulk up, right? So if you want to gain weight, gain muscle mass, all of that good stuff, it'll add more calories and tell you what that new number is. Okay, so all of that information should help you with determining where you want to be. And so the third and final thing is figuring out the vehicle to get you from where you currently are to the goal. Okay, and so that's twofold. The first part is you have to have a food scale. Okay, because you have to know how many calories are in the food that you're eating in order to stay within the daily calories that the calculator gave you that you need to stay in. All right? So I'm not saying use it forever. I'm saying use it long enough until you can eyeball portion size. And then after that, you don't have to use it if you don't want to. Okay? But food scale is going to be a game changer because you're going to weigh your food so that you're going to be able to see how many calories are in what you're eating, all right? The second part to number 3 is a good app where you're putting in the food that you're eating, all right? This is gonna be the game changer because this is gonna be the breakdown in terms of your macros, all right? So whenever you're thinking about changing your eating, you've gotta think about how many carbs you're eating, how much protein you're eating, and how many healthy fats you're eating, because those are the 3 things that your body needs. And so if you're lacking in any one of those, you could see a change in your body that could end up being negative, okay? Because your body needs all 3 of those things, all right? The cool thing is the TDEE net calculator, once you put in all your information, part of the information that it gives you back is a breakdown on those 3 things. And that breakdown will change based on your cutting. It'll change based on your bulking. And if you prefer carbs over protein, you can tell it that and it'll change it for you that way as well. Okay, so it's very user-friendly, a very good tool if you're just starting off. All right, so you need the scale. You need it. The second thing you need is an app where you're putting in the food that you're eating. A lot of people use MyFitnessPal. I don't know what it is, but that app will not work for me. I tried it like back in 2015 and I had issues with it. And now every time I go back, it like remembers me and it doesn't like me. So I do not use that. I use one that I pronounce Cronometer. So that's Cronometer. And I'll put a picture of it down below. But I love that one. I can put in the food that I eat. I typically eat the same things all the time because if it tastes good and it's easy to make, I'm not changing it, right? So I have a specific yogurt bowl that I've created. So if I make that, I put it in as a recipe. So all I have to do is go to my recipe, say that I'm eating that, and it automatically knows how many healthy fats are in it, how many carbs, and how much protein. So it makes it really easy. And it's also very colorful. So it has one color for carbs, one color for protein, and one color for healthy fats. So it's got like this wheel where I can just know at a glance by looking at the wheel how much of each is in each meal that I eat or in each individual item. And then it also has a bar. So, it goes from left to right. So now I can see also in a colorful way how close I am to reaching my carb limit, my healthy fat limit, and my protein limit for the day. So I love it. Love it, love it. So those are the three things, okay? So use the TDEE net to figure out where you are. It's also gonna help you figure out where you want to be, and then get a food scale so you can start weighing your food so you know how many calories you're eating, and then get a good app, the second part to that, so that's keeping track of your food so that you know that you're staying within your daily calories for the day, but then you also know how you're faring when you're looking at carbs, protein, and healthy fats. All right? I will definitely break down the macros at a later date, but just wanted to give you all this information that I know will be helpful. All right, friends. We'll talk soon.